Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Thursday night, September 17, 2015 edition. I am Gary Garcia from GEG Ortigas, and we have here Davis and Ralph as of now. Can you introduce yourself, Ralph and Davis?
Davis, you go first.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Davis, and I'm a teacher here in Bangkok. I teach in a government school, Matayom Wat Nai Rong. I've been a teacher there for 10 years now, and I love teaching computers to students, and I hope we can somehow impart some knowledge or some advice or some tips this tonight. How about you, Ralph?
Well, hello everybody. I'm Ralph, and I'm teaching at the same school as Davis, which is what Matayom Wat Nai Rong, and I teach seventh grade students there, fundamental English. But I'm so lucky that I'm that free that I can also use a lot of activities in a computer room where we make the best out of all Google tools, hopefully, and we have a lot of creative activities there. And I'm so lucky that I have a motivated Google user with me at the school because that's of great help. Yeah, I'm happy to do that today. And you see my son jumping in the background. He's very curious what is going on.
Okay, thank you, Ralph and Davis. So tonight's event is all about Google Forms. We'll be sharing how we use Google Forms inside the classroom. Let me start. Okay, so I use Google Forms for assessment to give short quizzes and to let so I can know how my students are absorbing all the lectures that I'm giving them. Let me share one example. Wait. Mhm. Let me have my screen first. Screen share, and then this one. Okay. So, for example, I have created a sample form wherein I'll be asking for a name, email address, and then a question. Now, usually, I'd like my students to type their names with family name or last name first, followed by a comma and a space, and then their nickname or first name. So what I do is I make use of the advanced settings, and then, so since it's a name, it should be text and must contain a comma and a space. So, and then I make it a required question. So everyone will follow. So I have to put a help text we're in. I'll put their last name. Okay, start with last name. Start with last name, then first name, and then separate them with comma and a space. So that's one way of making sure that they type in their last name first before their first name. And then, since it's a quiz, sometimes I use Google Site to post the link for the quiz. What I do, so no one will start with the quiz without me telling them to start, what I do is I insert another field, which is the passcode, and then it's a required question. And then the advanced setting for this is data validation, wherein you will use a regular expression rather, and then it should match my passcode, which is, for example, current sign, and then let's say my password is secret, so that will be the password. But then when you display this one, when you go to the live form of this, it will be in one page. So what I do is I insert page break right after the passcode, and then assessment, for example. That's the page break name. So when you go on live form, it will ask first for the passcode, which is if I enter the wrong one, it will not validate. So it will not lead me to the next page, which is the name and the question itself. So if you type in the correct one and then you click continue, you'll be pointed to the next page.
That's
Cool.
awesome. I've never thought of that.
So, well, some tricks that I learned from reading the blog on other page. So that's how I use Google Forms for my assessment. Okay, who's next? Davis? So
Okay.
Davis will be talking about measuring progress, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me just first say that was a great job, Gary. That was cool. Setting
Thank
up the
you.
password and you know, allowing the students to type the right thing before they can continue.
Yes, of course we don't like your students to go ahead, right?
Yeah.
So, your turn now.
Just a quick add to that. I think we can switch on and switch off the forms. So there is a
Yeah.
Google functionality or function there, but that's so I don't know. It's quite cool, I think. And I
Yes.
don't know if the form is just switched off. I don't know how the message is actually. What Google tells you, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let me proceed with what I will share. So I'll share my entire screen. Okay. So everybody can see me, right? I can see my desktop or my
Yes, we can see it.
spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I have here is just a simple form. It has one question, and it has also a field wherein you ask for the nickname of the responder. So this can be a whatever question you like, and you can have whatever answer you like also here. And sometimes even you don't have to write the question. You ask them in the class, and you put what responses you would like to receive. So what I wanted to actually present here is that I want to be able to quickly see how many of my students understood my lesson, or a particular part of my lesson, like if 60% understood it, if 40% did not understand it, or if no one understood, what I was discussing. I just wanted to quickly do that using forms. And in order for me to do that, I need to use, in my spreadsheet, I need to use what we call conditional formatting. And what I like to do with conditional formatting is that I'd like to select first the column of the responses of their answers, not necessarily the entire range, like two columns, but just one column. And based on that, I would click on insert and choose sorry, not insert, but where's that? Sorry, format. I'd choose format and then choose conditional formatting. Alternatively, you can also right click and choose conditional formatting. And for this one, what I want to do is that whenever they answer not really, it would turn to red. So what I want to do here is that format, I would change this part here. Format cells if it is equal to, right there, not really, and I'd turn that into red. So anything that has, any cell that has not really will turn to red. And I'll do that again. I'll add a new rule, and I'd choose the whole um, the whole column, which is column B, and I'd change this one to is equal to absolutely yes, and I turn that to green. I click done, And I'll add one more. Again, I'll choose the column B colon B, and it's equal to I'm a bit confused. I'd turn that to yellow. So whenever, are you still there? Okay. Whenever the students, respond not really, it would all turn to red, and you'd see a bunch of red cells here if a lot of them did not understand that the particular question that you're asking. And whenever some of them answer absolutely yes, or whatever question, whatever response you have for them, or they have for you, it will turn into the color that you assigned it to have. And the last thing that I wanted to do with this is that what I would do is I would insert a chart, and I would choose the whole column again, and then click insert and then chart, and then I would see how many of in the class understood it, or a bit confused with the topic, or did not really understand
beautiful.
it. So I would do that. I can let me just delete this and do it again. Insert chart, and I would insert it to like this, and then I would insert it to sorry, I can insert it here and then put it in a different column.
Is Davis frozen now?
Thirst, or quench your thirst.
It's back. It's back.
So let me. Okay. That's it.
That was very nice. Have you been using that often, that feedback way?
I use it whenever I have like a quick, like whenever I'm discussing a new topic and I want a quick response from the student. Not necessarily, because sometimes when they like raise their hands, you have to gauge how many of them really understood it, or if they did not really understand it, And then sometimes I would put in there a feedback as well, like a comment of which part they did not understand, and then, yeah.
That's great.
So should I continue?
Okay, yeah, sure, Ralph.
Go ahead, Ralph.
Let me just choose the right window to share. I don't know. What do you see? Do you see my screen?
Not yet.
Stop that again. So
did you share your screen already?
Presenting.
But you need to click on screen share.
It says that I'm already presenting, but I have possibly opened too many windows. Normally I am with pride saying at this point that I'm working on a Chromebook, but at the moment I seem to not be able to present.
Right now we can see you. Let me do that for you.
Okay, now I just forgot to present to click on the share button. So very stupid mistake. Sorry. Okay, here I am. And as we are talking about Google Forms, I have pulled up a nice little form here where the students have to answer vocabulary. And all too often I have forgotten to let students answer their names. I shouldn't do that. And I come to a problem which has been all too present. So even if it sounds a little bit vast, or it looks a little bit vast in the beginning, these are always the same definitions, and here's the head word where you have to choose the right definition. So
Ralph?
what is... Yes?
We can only see, I don't know if it's just me, I can only see the black screen right now.
I can see Ralph.
Can you see Ralph?
Yes, I can see Ralph.
Okay.
No, but I'm talking about a form which I want to present, so that's not
I don't know
right
if it's
thing.
just me, I can only see the black screen right now.
Okay, let me start again, yeah?
Again.
Okay. Can you now see the form?
Not yet.
I believe it's coming. Yeah, I've pushed my luck too far. I've had too many tabs open.
We can see it now, Ralph.
Great, great, great. Okay, let me start over again. So the first thing you missed were just putting in my name. So what I have gotten used to is, as I said before, I've too often forgot that they put their full name in, so I do that in a page before. Now we are on the second page, and I always put in the name of the form, the short link I've created, so students also get used to how to do those, even if I published it in Classroom, so that I can share it easily. And maybe one tip I give my students is that you can quickly answer these questions with your keyboard. I don't know if you see the little dot jumping around, and I just use my up and down keys, so it is very fast and I don't have to move the mouse. It is some consistency is needed to convince students that they actually save time. But the more you get them to use keyboard shortcuts from the very beginning of their digital learning curve, the better, I think. So, destination, what is a destination? It is a place which somebody is going to be sent. And now I'm at the right answer, and I just click tab, and I jump to the next question. Now, if I'm... Oh, that is now bad. Why? The focus of the window doesn't come with me, but an arrival is an act of coming to a place. And I just press tab and go to the right answers. It's really sad, but it doesn't move. Okay, I'll just skip them now by random. Ah, okay, so if I press tab, the focus moves, but not if I am only out of view with my answers. So once I've answered, I press submit, and I have forgotten to answer something, haven't I? Yeah. Okay. To forget another one. Yeah. Okay, travel vocabulary is successfully handed in. And now the next thing which I have to mention is the answer sheet, which is loading here. And you might ask, oh, where are all the answers? And you have to look closely to figure that one. There's a column called D here, and then O. So, and there's a little two buttons here, which I decided to hide the answers because when I worked on this sheet the last time, the answers were not important to me, but just the names. And I'll explain later why that was. So I can click on these buttons and unhide the columns, only to show you how to hide them again. I click on the first column I want to hide, and then on the last one, which is way back, and I hold the shift button down. Then I right click, and there is a thing called hide. Oh my god.
There it is.
Hide columns, okay? And so it is easier to work for me. And now the other nice thing, if you go to summary of responses, is for that very activity, I see in the beginning I have the classes, which is a like good indicator of all the classes have done their work, and I have all the student numbers and email addresses which are redundant. But then very nicely,
We can't hear you, Ralph, but we can see your presentation.
hello, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, we can hear you now. Yes.
I don't know what that was. When did you stop hearing me?
After
Okay.
the
So, did you get
Okay.
did that get through what I meant here was that you see how many people are confused by definitions? That's very interesting for me as the linguistic part in myself tries to analyze now. Well, it doesn't show up. The act of coming or being brought to a place is 12% of the students' answer was that wrong answer. So I can go back and in the classroom and explain why I think these wrong answers appeared. However, delay was very easy for the students, or not that confusing. So I find these charts very, very great. And if you are very sophisticated, you can even feed these stats back into a sheet and then do more analytics with it if you want to, but I haven't done that. So, but after that, I want to show you from the, if I am in my time limit, from these grades sheet, which Flubaru corrected for me. I hope that is still visible. Yeah. Are you still hearing and seeing everything?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. We're good.
I think loading. I'm not sure. The grades should be there. Yeah. Okay. Do you see the grades?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I have sorted now them by class. That is the usual way I get the information out. I sort them by class, and then they seem to be sorted by points. I don't know why that is. But now what I do with these grades, because the order is not in the right order, and even if I sort by the email addresses, which many times our class roster is by the email addresses, but even if I sort my email addresses, sometimes the roster gets edited by our school later on, and so these email addresses don't match up from the same order from my roster. So the only way I really figured where I can save my time is a formula called VLOOKUP. And now I'm explaining what this does. So if I'm talking about the what Flubaroo did to it did my grades, and let's say they don't come, they obviously don't come in the normal order, but they will come in any random order the student will answer. So sorry, student 3 didn't answer twice, and we have 5 students. And now what I write here by hand is normally just copied from my grades sheet. Yeah, I just copy if I go by nickname, I copy the nickname, or the student number. Usually I go by student number and then the grade. So I just need to copy these 3 columns, and then I paste them in my form here. And let's say the grades were oops, sorry. And as you see, these get automatically filled up in here. So quickly to explain, yeah, this is just handed in via copy. I copy these from the Flubaroo forum. And now here, this is my roster, which I had only copied the names or the student numbers, the unique field, which I use in my roster. And these are in the same order as the roster. They're just copied from the roster. But what happens here? Here's the magic of the VLOOKUP. The VLOOKUP goes into an array down here and checks in the first line of the array for a certain student number, for this student number here. And then it gives back the certain value from another column, which is this column here. I don't want to say anything more because I will only make it sound more confusing if you go to this form, which I am sharing in the event page. Then you will you'll see these terms here, and these dollar signs are important. So if you copy the form later on with this corner field here, you can just drag and so the formula gets adapted for every value. I have just figured out about that, and I will make use of it many, many times. I hope that was of interest and not too confusing. Let me switch off my screen share, and then I will salute to... Hello? Stop. Thirsty Thursday out of Bangkok and the Philippines. I'm very proud that we are doing it again. Slam it.
That's nice. We both have a great contribution, a great use of Google Forms. I'm so impressed. You're way, way up there. Anyway, let's have another round. Are you still up for another round?
Sure.
Okay. Mine is another way of using Google Form is to submit the student's output. For example, usually the recent use of Google Form is I ask each group, so I have this grouping, to create a document and share their insights about a video that I have presented. So what I did is I created a form. It is named Lookup, and let me just share my screen. Okay, wait, look up. Okay, this one. Okay, share. So I have created the form wherein I will ask for the section of the students and their apostolic group names because they are grouped into apostolic group name, and then the URL for their documents. So all they need to do is using Google Docs, they will share a document with their group mates, and then they will fill out they will give their own reaction to a video that I have given them, and then they will use this form to submit uh, their document. So in reading all their documents, all they need to do now is make use of this table or this form wherein all their responses are there. So it is already organized by section, and all you need to do is click the link so I can read them, and then after that, after reading, because I have given them, I've shown the look up. It's all about technology, a video that talks about technology and how to balance life, the real world, and their use of technology. So I asked for their reaction, so it's all here. And then after that, all I need to do is give a grade for each group. So after that, I'll be using it for my, this will be my basis for grading them for that particular day or for that particular activity. So it's not only for assessment, but it's also for submission of output from the students. So there you go. How about you, Davis?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Ralph, and thank you, Gary. Ralph, your VLOOKUP is great, and I've never tried that using VLOOKUP in that particular fashion. And Gary, thank you for sharing that one. That was really great. That was like submitting some of their what do you call this one? Comment or feedback of the video that you showed them, right? Yeah? Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so what I'm going to share to you right now is a very simple tip. Let me just share my screen. And the tip is, let me go back. So a while ago I shared to you how to create the chart, right? But actually, newly added to Google Sheets is what we call as the Explore button. So it's all the way up, it's all the way here on the lower right corner. If you click that star, the one that has the star there, if you click that, it will analyze your sheet and will give you like suggested charts that you might want to use, because that's it's actually reading what you have in your spreadsheet. So in this way, you don't have to like do you know, all the steps or the process of creating the chart. But please mind that these charts here are not quite sometimes it doesn't show what you actually want to show or what you actually want to get. So, but this is a good way for you to you know, just look at what Google Sheets is already analyzed for you. So Explore is a good way. I believe other apps like Google Slides and Docs, I believe they also have this, but I'm not quite sure. So there you go. Let me...
Thank you for sharing that. I've seen that, but I've never used it actually. How about you, Ralph? What's next? Any
Yeah, very
tip?
interesting about forms. I really was interested in showing you how you can pull up web data into a sheet which actually stays up to date from a certain web page, but I I can't find that sheet I have on that. So the only thing I want to share now, or which I can right now, is as we started this Hangout, we were already experiencing some new difficulties by who started the Hangout and who is in charge with the controls. One basic tip, which is worth a lot, many mistakes from Hangouts on Air would have easily been eradicated if you have a control screen running, and that should be a computer where you look at the live stream and even can switch on the tone or the volume for a minute so you can hear that there is something on the voice as well. That said, it is of vital essence to inform all the participants to keep muting themselves because that can be a problem. Quickly mentioned when I quickly share my screen is that we all have been using this little control room feature. I don't know if you can see that now. And Davis, can you quickly confirm that you can see that?
As of now, I can't see anything.
Okay.
Nope.
No, I can see you now.
Now it should be. Can you see my Hangout window?
I can see Davis.
No, it doesn't work yet.
Check your control.
Now I can see my face, but that's not what I want to show you. Well, anyhow, dear on-watchers, there is a feature called, yes, I can see it now on the live stream. So there is a feature on the left side, there are all the Hangout on Air apps, which you can start.
Yes.
And on one of them is called the control room, and this control room gives the initiator of the call the possibility to give controls to others, to share controls, which is of vital essence to stay online when there are technical difficulties by the one who started the Hangout on Air. The other thing which you have all been seeing is this lower third, which Davis has on and I have switched on as well, and that is in the Hangout toolbox. And these are very nice features to have when you facilitate Hangouts on Air. Yeah, sorry that's off topic here, but I wanted to say that as we ran into problems before.
That's great. That's great also. Okay. Okay. So thank you for sharing, Ralph, Davis. Unfortunately, Wes is not here. He was supposed to share with us something. Maybe he just caught in traffic. You know how bad traffic is everywhere. Okay. Any final words, Davis, Ralph?
Should we share some insights, or I don't know?
Yeah, sure.
Just chat a bit
Tips,
and
insights.
entertain our.
Why do we need to collaborate with
live
other
viewers?
teachers?
But who knows?
Yes. Go ahead. Share some. Maybe you can share, as teachers, especially with the digital age, why we need to collaborate with other teachers. I myself, I believe we have to collaborate and link with them and build our professional learning network, because we do learn from other teachers like you, Davis and Ralph. Any tips for them?
Ralph, go ahead first. You can.
Well, for example, that we meet here and brave enough to show our faces to the online community and making fools of ourselves because we create a live event which is at the moment actually nobody watching, I believe. But what we gain from that is massively the opportunity for others to see that we have gone through the same issues which they will be facing at some point in their GAFI career, or in the ongoing task of meaningfully including technology in the classroom. So I have never been in a hangout with Gary so far, and even if we had contact on G Plus quite a lot, and we contacted and commented on each other's posts, it is this day and this hangout on air, or hangout where I see your face, hear your voice, hear your children cry, or enjoy their evening, makes it an unforgettable experience, which is makes there's one big point here. If I ever have a problem, I will not shy back to ask Gary for his opinion if I have seen that he presented something on a topic which seems to be difficult for me. I can always go back to this hangout because I remember that there was some feedback information shared that I learned about the passcode. This is very great, because if I ever forget about this, how was that with this passcode? It is possible. I remember I can go to Thursday and find my answer there.
Very true. Thank you. How about you, Davis?
Well, for me, collaboration allows me to learn quickly what others are doing and be able to somehow do what it is that they're doing also. Like Ralph showed us something about VLOOKUP, so I can try now quickly without searching, spending a lot of time with it, looking for what works and what doesn't work. I don't have to do that. I can just ask him right away, or I can just listen to what he shared to us, and I'll be able to I'll be able to understand it. So that's what's good about collaboration. And collaboration also allows allows everybody to progress much faster than doing it alone or doing it without collaborating with somebody else.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That is why we have here the GEG around the world. So, do you have any upcoming activities for your chapter?
Right now, do you have any plans, Ralph?
We should definitely get busy planning again, but I think your first organized event was a full success. And I'm looking forward to the Bangkok Summit, which is up in, what, two and a half weeks? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Bangkok Summit.
Yeah.
So you will both be there?
Yes. Are you going to be there, Gary?
No, I can't. It's a busy day here in school.
No, I'm happy to. It's always very exciting. On these events, it's always on a high. We're all flying high on the Google cloud, and then when we are back in school, it's a bit tough to shake off the dreamy ideas.
Yes. Okay. Any final words, Davis, Ralph?
Thank you very much for doing this, Gary, and we shall meet soon.
Yes, we'll see you soon. Davis?
Yeah, thank you for collaborating with us in this Thirsty Thursday, Gary, and hope you can come by. Bangkok is a good place for summer vacation if you like. We can all have like a live one.
Yes, that's a great idea. We'll see. We'll try to work it out. So,
Yeah.
thanks everyone, and hopefully we can promote this and others can learn from this hangout session. And see you soon. Okay? Bye for now.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.